Hi pals, it's me, Auntie, they them pronouns only. I still feel like shit. I'm still exhausted and in loads of pain, and whoever is doing that outside, fuck you. Literally just started as I press play or record. Yeah, there's a lot going on that just makes me not want to film any of the videos that I have planned. I'm also so exhausted, tired and in pain, so I kind of just wanted to talk today generally about the things that I'm trying to do at home myself to try and help manage my pain, because I've been ignored by my rheumatologist for months when it comes to pain management, and it sucks. She has no interest in actually having a conversation about it past exercise. My GP now can't really do anything else. We've changed my meds and it's really literally, it's made no difference. I feel, if anything, a lot worse right now. And he has no other mode of... Like, he has nowhere to send me. He has nothing else he can prescribe me. Because I have Crohn's disease, I can't access any like non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, because there has been sort of anecdotal evidence that they can cause or trigger flare-ups. So that's like a whole section of drugs I can't even try. I've tried a bunch of opioids, whatever, I don't know. I always get those two confused. I don't know which one is the right word for the situation. Morphine gives me migraines. Cocodamol gives me constipation, TMI, which I don't need as someone with Crohn's. I don't need anything else messing up my stomach issues and bowel movements. And yeah, the only other pain medications are like nerve/mood stabilizer medications, and yeah, I'm on the last one available to me and it's doing fuck all. So whilst I'm in the interim of between NHS care and private care, I am just kind of splashing around and drowning in my pain management needs and issues. And like, I've really had to go back to like some super basic pain management, painkiller kinds of treatments and what the fuck ever. Like literally I've had to go back to just trying to take paracetamol. Pain starts to hurt more, take paracetamol. So yeah, I'm just going to go through what I'm doing at home. I think I'm doing everything I can possibly do. If there's anything that maybe I've missed, leave a comment down below. But I am planning on pursuing medical cannabis, so if it's anything to do with that, don't bother, but you can leave me studies in the replies. If you have any good studies about it being good for pain management and other inflammatory kinds of conditions, leave me links, because I definitely want to do more reading so I can make a more informed video down the line. Anyway, so yeah, obviously my first stop is paracetamol, and like I've gone back to my good old friend, the ice pack, or like the cold pack. These are kind of literally the only thing that helps my migraines and my sort of POTS chest pains. Or like, it's not even really pains, it's like discomfort, along with sort of the other ice related or cold related therapies. Like Biofreeze is my main G, because I am allergic to deep heat. Just gives me contact dermatitis and hives. And also I use like a stronger version for migraines as well that is very intense. I've also been taking a lot of supplements. I've been trying to be a lot better at taking supplements more regularly. That's kind of one of my 2023 habit goals, is to try and be more on it with taking my supplements. So generally, most vitamins and minerals have a role in the anti-inflammatory system. So, you know, it's not going to be so bad if you're taking a few extra vitamins or like a multivitamin. A lot of the ones I'm taking are based off of what I have been advised to take by a dietitian, as well as doing my own research and just trying a few things out. So this is not me recommending them to you, but just letting you know what I am taking. Mainly it was with the aim of anti-inflammatory, because that is my main issue, is inflammation. And like long before I really even had autoimmune related symptoms about, and was mostly just hypermobile symptoms, I still had high or raised inflammatory markers in my blood tests. So I've always had an inflammation thing going on. So yeah, I take turmeric, evening primrose oil, CBD oil, cod liver oil, or flaxseed oil. Depends on which ones I can find in like the smaller tablets, because they're really hard to find in a smaller tablet form, because a lot of people tend to, like, a lot of the shops only provide like a larger tablet because it's a bigger dose. But like I found that I was just avoiding taking them because they were huge. So trying to at least get some of that in by just taking a lower dose, but it's a smaller pill, so I can actually convince myself to take it a bit easier. And they're like basically the same thing, just one's vegan, you know. I also take magnesium. I've been trying to take that more often again as well. Sometimes I take it twice a day because my sleep is fucked. My sleep is fucked. It's supposed to be good for like relaxing your muscles. And also I've been getting a lot of muscle twitching again, which is really annoying, just generally for a start. And I do tend to find that upping my magnesium supplement intake helps make those twitches go away. Oh my god, they are just so annoying. But again, good for other things too. I take B vitamins as well. I also take seaweed supplements, and I can't remember what the specific reason was for this. I think maybe iron or something else. I don't remember, but there was a reason. I take calcium, but I do take calcium supplements that are mixed with something else as well. I tend to go for the vitamin D ones because vitamin D helps you actually absorb calcium, but I do also just have some with magnesium into. I don't know why that was a choice, but I think I bought them because they were on sale. And also I've got probiotics still in my fridge, so I've been trying to take those more regularly as well, partly just because I hate wasting things, but also in hopes that it might help or aid in anti-inflammatory or stomach issues, because I have also been having very not fun Crohn's symptoms again, which I don't know if that's being triggered by stress or lack of sleep, emotional stress and trauma and whatever, or if it's just Crohn's being Crohn's and I need to change my meds. So that's a conversation reserved for next week when I speak to my consultant, gastro consultant, on the phone. I've got a lot of questions for this man. It's been a while since I've seen him. And then moving on, even though, yeah, I am allergic to deep heat, I do use other heat therapy options. So yeah, hot water bottles, or like those bean bags that you microwave. I do also have we have an electric blanket, and then I've also got a heat pad over there as well. I find these particularly helpful for like lower back cramps or pain, and stomach cramps pain. Sometimes helpful for my back generally too. I've kind of been lacking on this one because I was giving away all of my CBD gummies to my friends, But I was taking CBD gummies, and I have been taking or drinking like CBD drinks. I haven't done that a lot recently either, but I probably should just get back on it just as for something to fucking do. Just in hope of it doing anything. Again, CBD is meant to be good for anti-inflammatory, and then CBD drinks and gummies and stuff are often used for pain relief. And yeah, when you order online, you kind of have to buy quite a lot. So I have like a box left of Little Rick peanut flavour CBD drinks, so I should get back on that one. A new one is that I have been doing yoga once a week. I found a class I actually really liked that is on Zoom at a time I like or can enjoy it at. A lot of yoga classes tend to be really late in the evening or really early in the morning, and because I'm at home all day, I kind of just would prefer it to be during the daytime. So it's Mondays from 9:30 in the morning. It's kind of like a nice mixture between being like a bit challenging but also having options if you don't feel up to doing the more challenging moves. There's also a lot of the focus on stretching and relaxation, which I think as well hopefully will help with pain related things. It's definitely been nice to dedicate like a bit over an hour to just focusing on stretching my body, relaxing muscles and stuff like that, and my breathing and, you know, all these sorts of things. I don't think I'd be able to do it more than once a week currently, but I have found it good so far, but I don't know if it's doing a lot for my pain. I have not been cured. Yoga has not cured me yet. But it is something that I've added into my routine to try and assist with the pain I'm in. A weird one, it's going to sound weird, therapy. So like talking through and processing a lot of the emotional side of things, just generally, but also like around being in so much pain and being dismissed by doctors, and the process of trying to navigate a whole new system. As well, we are planning to try to use EMDR specifically for my pain in case it may have a link to emotional trauma. Like one of my videos towards the end of last year, I talked about a lot of the things I've been looking into, because I was desperate months ago for just something to work or help, and like it's months down the line and it's just getting worse and I'm just continuing to be ignored. So I am genuinely at that point where I'm like, I will basically try anything. You know, I trust my therapist. I know she didn't say it in a way that was negating how real my pain is. I don't know if that was a sentence that made sense. I just can't find the one word I wanted there, but there we go. And I feel like it's worth a try. So I think that may be tomorrow's like work, basically. My next session with her. We'll see how that goes. Our septic tank broke a while ago now. So we have been trying to avoid letting too much water, etc., go down the drains to fill it up. And one of the easier ways for me to manage and monitor how much water I use for washing is by having baths. So I've been having a bath twice a week with my Epsom salts and lavender oil, and just rotting. Just pruning away for a couple of hours. Like, I wish we had a bigger tub because the water doesn't cover me fully and it's kind of uncomfortable trying to get it to cover me better. But that's a dream for the next house. which I'm still manifesting. And kind of like an extension of that one is I've been using body/massage oils mixed with either rose or lavender scented oils. Yeah, you know, massage is beneficial for pain relief, tension relief, that sort of thing, along with like acupressure, trigger point work and stuff like that. And then like rose and lavender oil is supposed to be good for, I don't know, relaxation, pain, I don't remember, what's it called? Aromatherapy. Yeah, just trying to be kind to my poor sad body. Obviously the chiropractor is still on this list. I see him at least once every like 4 to 6 weeks. Less often I see a massage therapist. It's a little bit more work to see her because it's a lot more of like changing your clothes and being covered in oil and things like that. Whereas like the chiropractor, he just clicks all my joints and then I'm out in 15 minutes. I would like to go back to the massage therapist, but I don't know if I have the will or the energy or the money. And then just like generally stretching, just generally stretching, trying to remind myself to stretch when I've been sat or stood in a certain position for too long. Like my posture is always shit making these videos because I can't really lean back on things a lot of the time, and I kind of have to hunch to sort of fit in frame properly. Yeah, just being aware of what muscles are tense and sore and just spending some time having a little stretch. I often, not that often, I occasionally will get out my foam roller to just kind of literally lay along it to like stretch out my like chest and rib cage and back, and yeah, those kinds of things. And then yeah, I have been trying to keep up with some gentle exercise of like going for a walk, cleaning a little bit, putting things away. Like we've been here before, we've had this conversation. Very small things time me out quite quickly. So yeah, just trying to keep going with that, do a little bit every day to try and one, sort of like redevelop and possibly help get rid of this breathlessness I am experiencing a lot more now, but also hopefully, you know, like I definitely can't stay still for long. That's something with hypermobile joints, is that you kind of need to keep moving and shifting your position and stretching your joints and muscles, because you subconsciously clench a lot of muscles when you're just existing, when you have hypermobile joints or a hypermobile body, because your ligaments aren't doing their job, so your muscles have to kind of make up for it and compensate, which also leads to a lot of pain in and of itself, as well as if you accidentally overextend, or some positions can lead to your joints just like sinking further into like bad positions, which can make your joints feel really stiff and they can sort of crack and pop around. So yeah, along with like stretching and moving, I try to support my body with different pillows and things like that, to be as comfortable as possible without causing like further issues. I've probably addressed it as well in the sleep video. Like I sleep with a lot of pillows because I just find that my joints kind of all collapse in on like on themselves, which just causes more pain for me when I wake up. And that's just kind of the same with if I'm sitting and watching TV for the evening. I often will have a pillow between my knees to stop sort of my hips from being in pain. Sometimes I'll have a pillow sort of behind my lower back so my posture's better. I try to remember to keep my head back, chin tucked in when I watch TV, because nobody's looking at me. Who cares if I look like this when I'm watching television, you know? Yeah, that's all I can really think of at the moment. I'm trying my best. I'm doing a lot of things. I do have a massage gun, but I haven't used that in a while. I tend to use it a lot more on sort of like the trigger points or points of tension when it comes to muscles. Like, oh my god, my pectoral muscles are whingy little bitches when it comes to the massage gun, and so are sort of my outer thighs and butt and like my back and neck. But like sometimes it's just nicer for somebody else to do it, and nobody wants to do it. So but yeah, if there's anything that I didn't mention in this video that you think maybe would be worth a try for me, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'm actually allowing advice in this video or suggestions. But yeah, I currently just kind of feel like I'm doing what I can do. I'm having a lot of issues with food at the moment, partly due to like Crohn's-like symptoms making me feel quite unwell, that I don't want to eat healthy, like nutritious foods. But then also just like being autistic, everything sounds awful. Like everything just sounds awful at the moment. I don't want to eat like any dinner foods anymore, and I'm just too tired and executively dysfunctioned to think. Speaking of which, I need to go and eat some lunch, so you're welcome. That's me this week. Leave a like, leave the comments, share my video, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, we are continuing our push for partner, so all interactions are free but helpful for the algorithm. So yes, I appreciate all your interactions, and all of your views are very important for me to reach that goal. So if you've got some spare time, or you don't mind playing my videos in the background when you're doing something else, I've got a lot of views to get up to. And I appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much. I will see you next week. And hopefully I have something better to say. Hopefully I have some answers or options for my suffering. I would like a good night's sleep, please. I miss sleeping. I miss sleeping normally. Yeah, anyway, see you next week. Bye.